Welcome back to another weekend on the van. So it's Friday. It's getting pretty cold now. I've got a t-shirt, a jumper, and then a hoodie on. So yeah, it's getting quite chilly now. It's probably like 9 AM on a Friday. Goal this weekend is solar panels and get the electrics wired up. If you can see here, lights are pretty much wired in. There's one side. These need to be wired in, but obviously need to get clad in. Solar panels are in. Brackets are on the roof and fitted. So yeah, brackets are on the roof, good to go. Just need to put the solar panels on now, connect them all up, and then run the cables in, and then that should be us good to go, hopefully. Yes, hopefully. So yeah, please hit that like button, also subscribe if you haven't already, and let's just get into the video. So wiring up the batteries, 25mm cable. Pretty much you want the positive and negative cable to be the same length. I've done the negative, so negative is there. And now basically I'm just going to show you on the live cable. So once I find my strippers, so yeah, basically just going to take off a couple of mil on the end, just so it can fit into the crumpet, whatever you want to call it, up to you. So yeah, basically just take the cable back a couple of mil, nice and easy. Don't want to cut into any of the cables. So yeah, pretty much just a couple of mil off the end. And then this size is 25mm with an M8 end, which is the size of the nut for the battery. Pretty much just going to slide that over the bare cable, and then we're going to crimp it. So get the big boys out, chuck it into the end, and then big crimp, oosh. And then I like to give it a little bit of a tug to make sure it is secure. And then from there, basically just get some heat shrink, and then just cut it to a length where it covers the end of the metal, and then it also comes down a fair bit onto the cable. So just slide that over there, so you can see it covers the start of the little bit of the metal, and then also the cable as well. And then just heat it up, and you should see a wrap around the cable and also the crimp. And that is pretty much one end done. And now just got to do the other end, making sure it is the same length as the negative, and then we can go ahead and connect the batteries up. let's show you where I'm at so far. So solar panel cable comes in, runs down here behind the wall, pops out here, and then it runs into the isolator, connects positive, negative, and then the outwards then comes out and then into the MTDP, and then that will run out of there and across here into the buzz bars, and then also the batteries then. So batteries, positive to positive, and then positive will run up to the fuse to the isolator, across to the buzz bar. It'd be negative to negative, and then negative straight up into the negative buzz bar, which will be somewhere in this location. So that's what it's looking like so far. So yeah, before I process any further with the electrics, I want to make sure this is done properly and it's all measured out, because the last thing I want to do is put a buzz bar here and then literally when I put a divider here, it hits the buzz bar. So I want to make sure I get this middle section done first, then I know roughly where I am, and then I can work around that then. So I'm going to get this door fitted and then we will go from there. I'm starting to lag now. I think I'm starting to come down with something. A lot of my mates have been ill, fallen ill. A lot of people in work are starting to get a cold. I think it's that shift of temperature the last couple of days. Yeah, I am struggling. Got shivers. Body's starting to ache. Like certain joints. Getting in and out of the van is like hurting my knees and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to call it a day there for Friday. I'm pretty happy with what I've done. I've got a full day on the van tomorrow, so there's no need to rush or panic or anything. I'd rather do it right and then go from there. But let's show you what I've done so far. So yeah, solar panels are bolted to the van, cables are now running down the van. We've done battery wires done, fuse to isolator, and solar panel to MPPT. All that's pretty much done, and then I basically just finished off the framing for this and also put on the door as well. So that's on there now. Gives me a better idea of the space I've got here to play with, and what I'm going to do with, like I said, the buzz bars. So this frame, if I slide this frame back very slowly, there we go. So yeah, that's pretty much the frame where it's going to be. And like I said, with the buzz bar, that is why I wanted to do this framing first, because obviously the buzz bars ain't going to fit in that gap. So I think the buzz bars are going to go here. So I'm going to put plywood here just to separate the compartments, and then the buzz bars can go here with all the rest of the electrics. So yeah, basically a cupboard for batteries and the isolators, and then here is just going to be all the electrics then. Probably going to have the same door this side, just need to measure up this side now and then order the same door so that can go here. But other than that, that is pretty much it for today. Starting to take some shape.